everyone. Today we're going to make a debate about the legalization of death penalty. We're going to present the pros and against arguments. We hope you enjoy it. We have the first team that is going to talk about the pros arguments of death penalty. You will have 1 minute to talk about your strongest argument. Time's running.
We think that all penalties should be legalized in Mexico. Here we have our arguments.
Most survivors want justice for the murders of their family members.
Repealing the death penalty will not help these people once. It keeps them permanently open.
Victim families will always be haunted, and it's not fair to them that the specter only has a sentence with a short time.
Now, time is over. Now it's the turn of the second team. The second team is going to present the against arguments of the death penalty.
The second team has 1 minute to present their important argument.
We are going to present the against arguments of death penalty. You can take it back. Death penalty is irreversible. Absolute judgments may lead to people paying crimes that they did not commit.
Other argument is it doesn't deter criminals. There is no credible evidence that the death penalty deters crime more effectively than a prison term.
Other argument is that there is no human way to kill. The nature of these deaths only continues to perpetuate the circle of the violence, and it doesn't alleviate the pain suffered by the victim's family.
The time is over. Now the teams have 2 minutes to make team back.
Read this.
Now it's the second round. The first team is going to have another minute to give more important arguments. Time's running.
Death penalty should be legalized because sometimes criminals have benefits in the prison and they don't get what they really deserve. For this reason, they have to pay their acts.
Giving a killer the death sentence will stop them and others doing it again. They will think before act.
It has justice for family victims. Death penalty can provide families of victims with someone closer, which may help them to deal with their suffering.
Now it's the second round for the against team. They have 1 minute to give their arguments.
It makes a public spectacle of an individual's death. According to human rights expert, execution public serves no legitimate purpose and only inscribe the cruel, inhuman, and natural of this punishment. All executions violate the right to life. Those carried out publicly are a gross affront to human dignity which cannot be tolerated.
There are a lot of arguments against the death penalty. In an imperfect world where we can never be sure we ever got the worst of the worst, is it ever justified to take a life?
Now the teams are going to make another team back.
It's a good point.
So I think that there are other arguments for Now the first team is going to counter-argument the second team. They will have 1 minute and a half. Time's running.
Belém said that you can take it back, but the death penalty can be applied to the crimes that are 100% short, avoiding punishing innocent people.
Majo said that it's not a solution according to human rights, but if criminal only had a short sentence, it won't be a justice. If someone murders someone else, they have given up their human rights, including the one to stay alive themselves. The punishment should fit the crime. If you have killed someone, you should be killed too.
I say that these deaths only continue to perpetuate the cycle of violence, but fewer crimes were committed with the increase in number of inmates in the death. Now we were excluded each year. As reported by Time magazine, an estimated 2 million people in Mexico have been victims of crimes from assault of murder.
Now the second team is gonna counter-argument the first team. You have 1.5 minutes. Time is running.
Anna said that most survivors want justice, but justice doesn't mean that they have the right to kill him.
Diana said that the sentences are short, but there is life imprisonment, which criminal doesn't leave the jail.
And Darinka said that without the death penalty, some criminals would continue to commit crimes. But you are not really sure of that, because there are a lot of ways to avoid crimes. You can make the criminals go to the jail, and you can also make them go with a psychologist, and they can help the criminals to change their life and avoid crimes.
The supporters of the death penalty argue that the death penalty is in economic terms more profitable than the alternatives that are present to that penalty.
You told us that death penalty is inhuman, but it's quicker, painless, and human that the methods of execution are gradually become more human over the years, so the argument that the death penalty is cruel and unusual is not valid.
There are two types of criminals. The ones who commit a crime due to unfortunate circumstances, and the ones who kill because they don't believe it to be a big deal. If they have killed once, it will not be difficult for them to kill again. Diana said have benefits in the prison, but that's not true. The criminals suffer for the simple fact of not being free.
Darinka said that families need justice, but you can fix a problem that may not have solution by killing someone. It will not bring you your family back. You can fix violence with more violence. The death penalty is against all the human basic rights.
Diana said that if you kill someone, you should be killed too. But we are talking about any type of crime, and all the people make mistakes, so we have to be pushed, not killed. Now both teams have to find a conclusion.
The other team has good arguments, but our conclusion is that the death penalty should be legalized because criminals have to be punished and receive what they deserve to do, justice, and the society accept it to do justice. The very small change of executing the wrong person is balanced by the benefits to society of putting about their murders. Apart, the criminals has deprived his victims of their rights and therefore must pay in the same way. So we continue in our positions.
In conclusion, we think that the other team has good and strong arguments, like the justice for the family, the benefits for the society, and the end of the crimes. But we continue with our against position. We think death penalty is ending with the human rights that everyone deserves.
Also, we think that we all make mistakes, so everyone deserves a second opportunity. Being in jail will not bring you benefits at the moment, but later it will bring you a lot of benefits in the future. Like a better person, a better world, they will learn their lesson in jail. They will not need the death penalty. So you can fix violence with more violence, instead of killing someone that you can take it back.
The debate is over. Thank you for your argument. This topic is controversial, so it's difficult to take a decision.